sick. I'm sick of all this BS. But I'm also sick in real life, and it sucks. Oh man. I'm not feeling that great. I had to take medicine for the first time in a couple of years. I think I'm doing better at the moment. But also, I'm sick of this goddamn companies, dude. These goddamn companies, they hate you, they hate me, they hate everyone, and they don't want to make money. So you know what I say? Good. Get wrecked, scrub. This is the gift that keeps on giving, right? I have some stuff here. I could have more, but you have to excuse my current situation. Still. Let's just take a look at this. Yes, this one. Oh man, look at this. It is the fella from Sweet Baby. Once again, talking about the Steam page. I just read on fact fiction at this point. Europe still should be taken down by the way, if not for the conspiracies, then definitely the Nazis. I don't think that is true, dude. I don't think that is true. They keep doubling down. They hate you. They absolutely hate you. They hate the quote-unquote gamers. I don't know why. I know why. Okay, I know why. But it is strange that they don't want to make money. It is strange to me. So this comes to show that it's just ideological BS. You don't want to make money? Sure. I won't pay you. Why would I? Yeah. I know. They have other funding methods. That won't last forever, let me tell you. So yeah, hit pieces around the block. We have this one here. From, well, this is threaded by... Let me collapse this a little bit. There we go. It's threaded by fuck orcs. We're doing great already. The Wired article about Gamergate 2.0, quote unquote. And it is exactly what you expect. It is. It absolutely is. These are just hit pieces. They hold no value. They're trying to run some defense, but please. They're not even human. Why should we care? But it is kind of hilarious. Still. Lies, more lies, and completely overlooking the reason people were upset in the first place. They interview SBI employees, and of course, they paint themselves as innocent victims. Oh wow! Would you look at that? They are extremely incestuous, after all. Let's see. Kimber claims that SBI opponents want them to die. Lamau. No, that's not what is happening. The accusation began around the release of a statement to last October. More came when Alan Wake 2 hit a week later, which still is not doing that great, sales-wise. They're all over the replies to the social media accounts of Sweet Baby Inc. Hateful comments, many of which hint on the idea that the Montreal-based narrative development and consulting company was responsible for the buggification of video games, recalls Kimbler, the company's CEO. Jesus Christ, why is this so fucking loud now? Dude, please. I'm trying to have some chill OST here. Not die in real time. Anyone is following the noise increased. When this character black, or you had these good characters, or you ruined the story. Rose says of the comments, the tongue of which she has never changed. They had the demands of the people behind them. It's usually leave the industry. Yes, leave the industry. You're trash. You're absolutely useless. We don't want you here. Rose says, admit that there's truth to wild conspiracy theories about being involved with investment company BlackRock, should maybe is not, or more succinctly, die. Not necessarily investment directly, But we know that this DIBS is pretty much what BlackRock preaches, right? That stupid Larafink video. We had to force behaviors, you know? If you're not diverse enough, you might not get some money. Actually, let me pull it up. I have it around here in my history. I might get slapped. I don't give a fuck. Let's see. Where was it? Is it? Days ago. It's not this long ago. Did you take it down? No, here it is. Here it is. Let me just... Okay, where the fuck is this? Let me stop the music. And let me bring this up. What the hell are you doing? Come on now. Come on now. Why the fuck did you change in your caption? Come on now. Jesus Christ. Okay. There we go. There we go. It's from 9 months ago. This is Lara Fink, CEO of BlackRock. Jesus Christ, that was loud.
What's an investment criteria for you?
Well, behaviors are going to have to change, and this is one thing we're asking companies. You have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock we are forcing behaviors. 54% of the incoming class are women. We added 4 more points in terms of diverse employment this year, and what we are doing internally is if you don't achieve these levels of impact, your compensation could be impacted. Okay.
Your compensation could be impacted if you're not diverse enough. BlackRock CEO Lara Fink said that.
Doing the same thing.
And so it's just, you have to force behaviors. And if you don't force behaviors, whether it's gender or race or just any way you want to say the composition of your team.
Gender or race. DI once again.
You're going to be impacted, and that's not just not recruiting, it is development, as Ken said. And ultimately, it's still going to take time, but I am just as much shocked as Ken is that we have not seen more opportunities, and we're going to have to force change.
We have to force change. Why would they say this? Well, it's clear. Because they want to. Also, by the way, we have this here. Scrubbing is atrocious, but Sweet Baby Inc. writing a bunch of people from Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. So yeah, they do writing. Even if they say they don't, they do. Okay. There is. Let me grab this back a little bit again. There we go. Bunch of clowns, dude, bunch of clowns. The article goes on to claim that SBI opponents think that gaming culture was only for cis white men is being stolen from them. This is a fabrication, complete nonsense. According to this writer, the chief strategist for the White House was a gamer-gator. I don't know what I'm trying to say with that one, though. I'm a bit real. Online disclaimer for Sweet Baby's demise are calling it Gamergate 2.0. Invoking the online harassment campaign that erupted into the culture war a decade ago. It is still about ethics, though. Gamergate formalized the playbook for online harassment. From whom to whom, though? Come on now. Don't be silly. Used by hate groups and the far right. Keep coping, bitch. Keep coping. Inspired figures who will later tap into that outrage and rise all the way to positions of power, such as chief strategist in the White House. I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna say that's probably not true. Where's my music? There we go. There we go, much better. The two moments do share a handful of similarities: harassment campaigns flooded with falsehoods, and accusations bordering on conspiracy. Attacks aimed primarily at women and people of color. The idea that video game culture persists with men is being stolen from them. Okay, let's be real. Why does it matter that people are attacking women and people of color? Are you trying to say that they should be protected because of their innate characteristics? Absolutely not. Not necessarily. Not if you want to be real, but they don't want to be equal. They want equity, which is worse and bad. That's just communist BS, right? Also, you can make the argument, not necessarily for cis white men, but gaming was traditionally for a specific types of people, right? Back in my day, you know, gaming was not cool or mainstream. Usually you would be shamed if you played games. So, yes, once again, gamers, the most oppressed minority. Humor thinks that gamers just want more racist dialogue in games. Jesus Christ, no. That's not the point. We don't want forced diversity. It's just that easy. Stop hitting us with the diversity, equity, and inclusion stick. It's so annoying, dude. That links Gamergate 2.0 with the presidential election, but has the goal to call other people conspiracy theorists. Ah, yes. American elections. That's why the guy that made the page is Brazilian. That makes sense to me. I want to believe that our work is surgically removing the things that they would have liked. Change this line, make this line less racist, she says. That's just not the reality of it. Not necessarily your company, but absolutely your movement, right? I think it appears here in this thread too. They say, but we don't get ourselves involved with companies. Companies want our advice. Well, if you use fear tactics, shit, sure, why not? But at the same time, they're partially right. They're the companies that are trying to push too for diversity, equity, and inclusion. So fuck them, fuck all of them. Do not give your money to any of these clowns. It's a coincidence that the campaign against Street Baby is taking place during a contentious election year. This bullshit has been happening for years now. Shut up. Large-scale harassment campaigns like this fuel and are fueled by political events. It's a statement from the mental health non-profit Take This, which is another rabbit hole. I have that open, don't worry about it. Whose research director, Rachel Coward, is an expert on extremism and radicalization in video games. You made me this way because you're messing with my hobby. Funny how that works. As political rhetoric heats up ahead of the US presidential election later this year, this kind of online activity is going to ramp up, and it's important to understand that these phenomena are interrelated. It's not the kind of politics you think it is, though. That is interesting. Gamers won the Second Great War, according to Media Matters. The author claims that Lalanders, defending her racist hiring policies, just wanted to create a safe environment for a team of color. Prince and Baby, hers by lips of TikTok. Oh man, hitting absolutely everyone with this. Media Matters reports that platforms like YouTube and 4chan already become rolling binds for what the users hope to turn into the second Gamergate. Ask if their fellows are ready for the Second Great War. Are you really going to take a bunch of shit posters serious? Sure. Sure, I guess. The ambassador of X and one of the richest men in the world, why does that matter? As retweeted a post claiming Gamergate 2 is underway, while the lips of TikTok, a far-right account that regularly targets LGBT people, spreading vicious harassment of individuals and bomb threats against schools and hospitals. That is not true. That is absolutely not what Lips of TikTok does. Lips of TikTok just reposts public stuff. Originally from TikTok, but nowadays other videos, articles, websites, all of that is public. is currently targeting a former Sweet Baby developer, passing young Antonio their studio for speaking about creating a safe environment for a team of color. I've seen the video. I don't have that on tap though. But she was being literally racist because she was like, ah yeah, we cannot hire white people. They're dangerous for women and people of color. Yeah, sure. They're not being racist at all, right? But you cannot be racist against people. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus Christ. The name of Sweet Baby writer claims that there was a significant uptake of harassment after the lift was made, but they provide no proof. Well, what did you expect? Mere merchants, as they say. Calling it a holy war and a cult. They use Volt, my boy. No mention of Chris Kindred or his efforts to get a Brazilian man to lose all of his games. Yes, this stuff. Ah, it's fucking corrupt. We said that already, it's fine. Ah yeah, we've seen that. According to the writer, there was a significant uptick in harassment in the company after the Steam Group's creation. Can you really harass a company though? I don't think you can. Not the company itself, it's not a person. Including sending harassing texts and DMs. Do you have some source for that one? I have agreed to withhold the various name for their safety. Gay. They're treating this like a holy war, they say. It's taking a cult-like vibe. You, that is. Gamer thinks people are accusing them of working on games they never worked on. That's not happening. That is not true. He also thinks that we don't know that video game companies have DEA departments and the work rot is within the games industry itself. Trust me, we know. We wrote about that here, not long ago, of Square Enix and Sega, how they're forcing diversity BS. Also, funny thing, even if they are quote unquote removing the DI department, that doesn't mean that the DI is going away by their own admission. That only means that it's healing. They want everything to be DI, so you need to be careful. At the same time, you need to realize everything is Python, so burn them all. That's not easy. A lot of games that we have accused of working on, especially if they include characters of color, are gay characters. I don't think we're able to say that one. I don't know. I don't want to fly that close to the sun. Not now, at least. I have nothing to do with us, versus. I think that makes it very, very obvious. But I think the pattern really is. Yeah, but that's not what's happening, right? We're accusing people of working for or with SBI because we're seeing the stuff for that. Credits, websites, so on and so forth. It's not that difficult, actually. Actually, if you go to the Steam Curator page, every single time there's a not recommended, this is SBI bullshit, they have sauce for that, so, you know? There's speculation that one of the reasons her company is facing ridicule is that Sweet Baby's harassers can fathom that the people behind their favorite games will actually want her company's input. No! Actually, I agree with that. We don't know, they want the input. Sometimes, okay? You can also make the assumption that they are using fear tactics by their own admission, once again. However, that doesn't justify anything, right? DIBS is still DIBS. We're still against that. Doesn't matter. They had to assume that now, without Sweet Baby's intervention, that would be with character. If they're talking about Alan Wake 2, yes, that is demonstrably true. There was admission of that by the game creators on an interview. I don't have that on time, but I saw that on Twitter. I should have saved that. I'm just a guy on the internet though. Says Blur, but into God of Like Saga. What did I tell you? Because you may hear a secret with me. Owing to game director Ken Raleigh has directly refuted claims that Saga, with a Sweet Baby's intervention, will have been white. It's absolutely not true. There's a conflict there. Because they said they wanted to make her black, but that was after the fact, so I don't know how much value that has. You're well aware that the current team has to agree with their changes. That's not news, but they usually will agree with the changes, or else you wouldn't be hired in the first place. That is true, right? That is true. They're just consultants. If their work is just a nothing burger, why are they hired, right? It doesn't make any sense. The third step's response is very slow. It is. It do be. Like the devs and the studios, it maybe works with have come to the company's defense. And then on Twitter, wrote from Insomniac Games, which are a bunch of clowns on their own, confirmed that as consultants should maybe offer ideas, feedback, and writing. And none of that gets into the game unless the core dev teams agree with it. Yes, these are the kind of people that say, we don't make games for you, we don't make games for gamers. Gamers are not the top priority of gaming companies. And that leaves me wondering, what a strange thing to say. They hate money. Okay, fine. Sure. The writer seems like their account, as per usual. But still, the dev is not. There is a consulting group coming to wreck games. They're helping smooth out plots and developing characters. There's the boarding and the corner team. Yeah, everyone liked that, right? Especially Spider-Man 2. Oh man, sure we love. The absolutely butchered Spanish translation that not even Spanish people understood, because they apparently tried to use a gender-neutral form that doesn't exist in the language. That's cool. And also that stuff about Peter Parker relinquishing his title of Spider-Man to Miles. I'm pretty sure people like that. Three-step response: get us for our hobby and take them with you. Absolutely fucking based. I agree. On all counts. Of course, we don't care that the games industry is contracting. It's blurred and puts out superb products. It's been happening for a decade already. Yeah, it doesn't compare this with Kimberly's contradictory statement where SBI opponents don't realize that DEI bullshit is within the games industry itself. Once again, we have seen this. The has-been campaign is CDI becomes the game industry and there's a bit of a miscontraction. Good. Some 8,000 gaming industry employees have reportedly already lost their jobs in 2024. Yeah, they probably have Bloodor Studios, right? That is so sad. Oh man. Play Despacito. Nearly 1/3 of developers were impacted by layoffs last year, and there's a growing movement within this industry for workers to unionize to protect the jobs that remain. Good luck with that. A collective loss of talent. Talent? Keep coping. The game industry is undergoing will inevitably have an impact on the quality of video games to come. Yeah, they will probably make better games because they don't have useless people working for the studios. These guys are just entitled though. Yeah, and the set may be indicated in Discord, where users often decry, but you see as a declining video game quality. There's no account for the tumultuous year the industry has had. I feel nothing for these developers who lost their job, wrote one user. Yeah, why would you? Oh god! Bad devs that make worse games that I liked? Oh. Yeah, fuck them. Sounds good to me. Okay with now getting games as long as you're not involved. David, we have people to point fingers at before you came around. True. In the gaming studios, there's terrible writers, and the departments pushing this shit. We're not new or special in that regard. Yep, absolutely. The big founder, David Bedard, the dissonance is jarring. They love games but hate the people who make them, he says. They won't get games if there's no more people making them. We don't want the games that you make. There are other devs out there that do not push the IPS. Those people, really good. I like them. I won't necessarily buy their games because I understand that not every game is for me. But they're pretty cool. Trust me, game devs won't disappear. Do you want some Palworld? Do you want some Helldivers too? You know what I'm saying? This dress had Sid Baby's ranks too. Last year, poll conducted by the organizers at the Game Developers Conference found that more than 75% of game devs surveyed believe harassment from players is a serious or very serious problem. Sounds like a you problem. Not gonna lie, sounds like a you problem. If you're being harassed, quote unquote harassed, okay? Sometimes it's just valid criticism, which is funny. But why are you trying to push back against your customers? Makes no goddamn sense to me. Others master should be becoming a scapegoat for anything players hate in games, especially as it relates to diversity and inclusion. For Bethesda says, they had nowhere to point a finger at. We've been pointing at this for years already. I remember which game was it again? Battlefield 5? That made no goddamn sense too. That was, what, 2018? It's been happening for a while. And that's just something I remember. That doesn't mean it is the first one. I don't get it. Well, like something, we were happy to talk amongst each other about what we don't like and what we didn't want to buy. The same as nowadays, by the way. When an SBA employee tried to start a harassment campaign, journalists decided to be dishonest. Wow, imagine. And you're all being cunts, sure. There was no lunch. No, this has been happening for a long time. The founders say that as far as the community business is concerned, the harassment campaign so far has been harassment campaign, by the way. They keep saying that. That is not true. That is not what happening. What is happening? Not against Sweet Baby. It would be, in any case, a boycott, which is not the same. What was I? The harassment campaign so far has been unsuccessful in interrupting their work. Their clients are supportive. Well, that's good. For everyone, actually. Says there because many games studios are familiar with online abuse. Abuse, sure, whatever it is. Today has been hesitant to directly address which characters or storylines it has worked on. I wonder why. They're trying to run defense and it's not working. Now they're trying to run a little bit. I understand. I cannot blame them for that. Because what I worry is that could lead to harassment of other developers in those projects. Don't worry about it. They will say it aloud or you will appear in the credits. There's no running away from that one. It isn't this kind of head to anybody, Feller says. If you don't like something, that's just fine, deal with it. Then buy another game if you don't want to. But you need to launch a whole campaign about it. Aren't you proud of your work? Wouldn't you want to know? Wouldn't you know? I'm struggling. More than usual. Wouldn't you want people to know where did you work on? Maybe. You know that what you're doing, people are not gonna like. What a strange thing to say. Oh no, it seems to me that journalist articles are just getting more fierce and insane. As per usual. These people are happy to call us a cult waging a holy war. A bunch of war-ists who are too stupid to know what we're talking about. The articles aren't getting any better. No, they're not getting any better, which is funny. But you know, at least now it's quite easy to see that it's if you had any doubt about it, it is clear that journalists never had this, never had your best interest at hand. They're just running defense for their friends here, which is pretty pathetic. We have this here. We have. Okay, let me check. Oh yeah, this one. This one is funny. Purpose butchered, but doesn't matter. About the quote-unquote Kimagate 2.0. This guy, Bob Chipman, the movie Bob, responding to this guy. Every single person with GDC in their name, and practically every game journalist has the exact same opinion on Sweet Baby Inc. As they try to tell us, there is no agenda being forced. It is by their own admission, which is funny. They have similar opinions that are because they aren't opinions. They're objective observation of very simple realities. And if they're truth teller, you're just the equivalent of flat earther slash anti-vaxxer slash Holocaust denier. What about something much stupider? So you're telling me that flat earthers, anti-vaxxers, and Holocaust deniers might hold an ounce of truth? Maybe just an ounce? What a strange thing to say. But yeah, it is funny. It is funny because now the ADL is being involved with this. Didn't you know that if you don't support the clowns at Sweet Baby Inc., you're actually an extremist terrorist? That's funny. That's funny. I might be an extremist after all. Let's see. Ah, fuck. A little bit more to the side. That's okay. We're budding into comics. Yes, government-funded non-profit Tech This responds to Sweet Baby Inc. backlash by calling on video game industry to clearly and unequivocally denounce Gamergate. You can grow a thick skin and stop being a little bitch, okay? So had a US government-funded non-profit enters the fray around Sweet Baby Inc. under bank accounts. I did not, but it was only a matter of time, I guess. In response to the recent discourse surrounding the work of the aforementioned narrative consultation company, the mental health and video game-centric non-profit organization Take This has called on both players and the industry at large to clearly and unequivocally denounce Gamergate. They're just trying to get companies to toe the line. Make no mistake about it. A 501c3, I don't know what that means. I guess that's just some US bureaucracy stuff. Non-profit founded in 2014, Take This, describes itself as a mental health organization providing comprehensive resources, support, and consultation tailored for the unique needs of the game development community. Apart from a minor entity within the industry, a number of noted figures are counted among the company's governing boards, members, and officers, including Bethesda Marketing VP Pete Hines, Series of VP of Global Diversity and Inclusion Yoshi Sika, VP of Global Diversity and Inclusion. Talk about a useless job. And PlayStation's Head of Global Portfolio and Acquisitions, Christian Svensson. Yeah, I'm sniffling a little bit too much today. I'm sick, okay? Shut up. Shut up! In terms of its ties to the US government, per a public disclaimer on their various white papers. It's always public, which is funny. The work is funded as part of an official Department of Homeland Security research, known as Disrupting Video Games-Based Radicalization through Collaborative Cross-Sector Networks. Which is so funny. It is so funny to me that the DHS is worried about the gamers instead of their fucking borders. But oh well. The giant project from the Center on Terrorism, Extremism, and Counterterrorism, Take This, and anti-disinformation developer, logically seeks to develop a shared framework for understanding extremism in games. Yes, they're still spouting the video games make them violent bullshit, which is so funny to me. Read as the previous official proposal abstract as seen on this official funding application. This includes the development of a set of best practices and centralized resources for monitoring and evaluation of extremist activities, as well as a series of training workshops for the monitoring, detection, and prevention of extremist exploitation in gaming spaces for community managers, multiplayer designers, large developers, mechanic designers, and trust and safety professionals. Bunch of weak asses. That's what they're saying. In addition, this project will provide the first of its kind I'm dying, please understand. Collaborative structure for public-private partnerships on preventing and mitigating games-based extremism. The gamers. They're so dangerous. Oh, so powerful and dangerous, but now no one cares about you, no one wants your money. Phew, what? I don't get it. Dude. It adds, taken together, the spirit will simultaneously improve counter-extremism collaboration in the video game industry, also providing substantial capacity building within and across developers. What the fuck are you talking about? Trying to defend the Sweet Baby Inc. because of course they are, amidst the ongoing and solid being shown on their operations. Take This published a blog post on March 11th asserting, if you're reading this, you've probably been hearing about what's being called Gamergate 2. Electric Boogaloo. It rhymes, better than I expected. It's the latest targeted harassment campaign within the gaming industry, and it's aimed at Sweet Baby Inc., a Montreal-based narrative development studio. Hold the fuck up! Okay, I have a question. This is US-based. This directly derived from the DHS, which is an US organization. Why are you guys running defense for the Canadians? I don't understand. Why are you running defense for the Canadians? Apparently these Canadians are also getting money from the US government. Some people say, okay, some people say. I haven't looked into that, so I can't say for certain. But it'd be funny if that is the case. The campaign also has been impacting entities and games associated with Sweet Baby. Journalists covering the issue and are associated in various ways with the targets. Good, destroy it all. You also may be at a loss to know how to talk about this issue and what, if anything, you can do about it. That's where we come in. Oh, the saviors. Save me, Popeye! Service of providing such guidance, the non-profit then declared Discord, Steam, and Twitter have been the predominant platforms where the abuse and harassment has been taking place. Abuse and harassment. It's just, we don't want to play your games. At the end of the day, these guys are just entitled, and they think they deserve to have your money. Obviously, that is absolutely not true, but that's the only reason why they are against the customers, right? They're anti-consumer after all. In the space, a list of games studios, companies, and associated organizations are being circulated for targeting by members of the mob. The mob, by the way. Now, it's just, we don't want this, we don't want to play this, we don't want to buy this, we are not supporting this. Just that easy. They histrionically inform their readers. Skill harassment campaigns like this fuel and fueled by... We've read this already. This end, take this procedure to offer the industry advice as to things we can do to mitigate the harm of the harassment campaign. In terms of individual action, the company suggested, it's extremely important to speak out and step up for folks. This is someone speaking about folks. When they're referring to a group of people, they're commies, okay? This is a red flag, they're commies. We're being harmed. This kind of sport can take on many different forms. It could be an email or quick checking with the people in your orbit who are targets of the harassment, or close to those targets. And these people are so weak that the faintest amount of criticism is just like a little blow to them. Impressive, absolutely impressive. We're close to the targets from the members, colleges, and friends of those targeted also experience different types of harm in their situations. How fucking weak can you be? Dude, please. Jesus Christ. Then to address industry leaders, take this warned. You may be inclined to be quiet or cautious, but that's actually not helpful. Yes, please, add yourselves. Add yourselves! They think they're being absolutely cunning with this, but they're not. Like, you have to support this. I'm like, yes, please. Tell me you're supporting them, so I can stop supporting you. That's the only thing I want. I'm a penny pincher, I don't care. I will say it again and again. At the time, many studios were hesitant to address the hate and abuse from Gamergate in a meaningful way, because it was deserved, probably. It was not really hate and abuse, okay? They argued. The reasons varied, but usually the hesitation was born out of fear of losing profits or concern that taking a stance will attract the attention of the Gamergate mob. The mob. Just gamers want to be left alone. The mob. Man, they're so scary. They're coming for my ass. However, the failure to take a stand and clearly communicate with the community backfired. Okay, that sounded weird. The company continued. In other words, failure to clearly and unequivocally denounce Gamergate. What a word, dude. Pardon me. Denounce Gamergate and the harassment and abuse down in its name and created a space for that hate and abuse to flourish, spread and become normalized. Funny thing about this, right? Denouncing Gamergate. There's some conflict in Wikipedia at this very moment, because people are trying to edit the stuff about this happening, being like, okay, this is what literally happened because we have the receipts. And editors, or some editors at least, are not accepting that because screenshots are not good enough for them, apparently. Yeah, kind of bad, dude, kind of bad. Wikipedia has been propaganda machine for quite a while already. Under warning to close, take this ultimately declared hate, harassment, and toxic behavior have no place in games. By taking direct targeted action in a timely manner, we can mitigate further harm to talented, dedicated folks in games to prevent additional recurrences of the harmful events. You keep saying they're talented, but the games keep getting worse and worse, so I don't know what to tell you about that. Also, by the way, I do agree that hate, harassment, and toxic behavior have no place in games. So, why are you trying to take down a Brazilian man that's just doing his thing? That's just compiling games that have been influenced by Sweet Baby Inc. Are you being hateful and toxic right now? But you guys don't care. That's the thing. It should be noted that despite the current popular narrative from the backlash to Sweet Baby Inc. as large-scale harassment campaign, this could not be more disingenuous, a more disingenuous read of the situation. Yes. Disingenuous read, probably. I'm struggling, please understand. At present, the so-called harassment leveled against them amounts to nothing more than a Steam kernel list. We've seen that already. To track their publicly created works, it is considerable related to the list's administration, and a generally negative sentiment towards their operations brewing amongst players of all stripes. Of all stripes! Oh man! General of white supremacy! You are darker than I expected. That's gonna happen. That's been happening for a while. Meanwhile, the only person to have called for any direct action against any individual or entity was Baby Sing's own Chris Kindred. We've seen that already. In response to the we've seen this. Right? No, we have to take down your list and your account because you are being a hateful bigot. Why are you so afraid of your work, though? What a strange situation. Very strange situation. We also have this one. Once again, by fuck Korgs. This guy is doing some fantastic work here. Pretty interesting follow, in my opinion. But yes, we are extremists now. Oh man, gamers, they're so dangerous. How could they? How could they do this to me? How could this happen to me? Let's see. It's so funny. It's so funny how scared they are about the gamers. I don't get it. United States Government Accountability Office. Interesting. I read the whole 45-page report from Gao. I'm going to call it Gao. I'm a whip. I don't care. About gaming extremists. Oh man. I cannot wait to commit a redacted. Bear with me because this will be long. I will highlight all the parts I found funny or concerning. I think they're more funny than concerning, but that's just me, being a non-American. It's important to be aware that the government is full of stupid, interested clowns. Very much so, very much so. Countering violent extremism, FBI and DHS need strategies and goals for sharing threat information with social media and gaming companies. Okay. Sounds good to me. So where does it go? It's the Government Accountability Office, headed by the Comptroller General, who is appointed by the President. Okay, pure government here. That's funny. It supposedly helps the government work more efficiently and tracks how taxpayer dollars are spent. And doing a pretty good job of it, I'd say, Lamau. And that's probably by design too, but it is still quite funny. To start with, Gao links video games with domestic extremism and claims they influence domestic terror attacks. Oh, games are so dangerous. Oh, they're so dangerous, they make them so violent. They must really false, by the way, but you know. Why can't they do this study? Recent years content on social media and gaming platforms that promotes domestic violent extremism has influenced several high-profile attacks, according to experts and agency officials. They say so, it has to be true. The result, social media and gaming companies, as well as federal agencies, fucking glowies, are making effort to understand and address online content that promotes domestic violent extremism. You know, as Gintama said, domestic violence! I blast Gintama here, but I don't want to get slapped. Not too hard, at least. They're claiming that live streamers are the point of origin of extremism. That's me! That's me! It was me all along! I'm the evil one! Which then moves through YouTube and Twitter and finally infects a large group of people. Oh man, we're so evil! I love this. I love this fanfiction. They reference the ATL about white supremacy in games. Some people say they're too diverse, some people they say are not diverse enough. What a worst sort of situation to be in, dude. Jesus Christ. You'll find that white towards the end of the thread. I will skip a little bit, there's a lot of information here. The tweets are the good part in this one. They unironically say that humor, memes, and positive aesthetics are a threat. What a strange thing to say. What a strange thing to say. I mean, I'm messaging widely. Sure. Build community around narratives and aesthetics. It's so funny. Nailing the publisher with FPS video games. No? I don't remember too much about this one, but I don't think this is correct in any account. Looking the visual style of a first-person shooter game. Like the police? I don't know. There's gosh darn extremists making friends while playing games online. I hate them. How dare they make friends? They're so evil. Drone experts say that there's no evidence to link violent extremism with video games, but they press on regardless. It's trash admission, but sure, keep going. Really genius mention Lamau. It's so funny. Reporting by users and trusted flaggers. I almost read that wrong. That would have been bad. Volunteer users known as moderators within individual communities, known as subreddits. Reddit. Yes. The apex of gaming. Create first community-specific rules by manually reviewing content and applying automated filters. Do you really think Redditors are right-wing extremists? You have to be joking. If the space online, companies may give you a personal Jenny who monitors your activity on their platform so they can ban you. Oh, my own Jenny. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm not in the US, so I probably would get the CI instead of the FBI, so maybe I can get an actual Jenny. So sad. The companies have staff who proactively monitor the behavior of bad actors on other platforms. They're making China blush here. Jesus Christ. Companies give organizations and other special interest groups a reporting backdoor. We've seen this on the Twitter files some time ago. It was revealed during the Twitter files mentioned. But apparently this is still going on unabated. Yep. One company provides civil society organizations and researchers with a reporting channel and an opportunity to share feedback on content moderation policies. Fucking globe is dead. Ugh, Jesus Christ, I'm dying. No! Why would I do this? They're afraid of static PFP Lamau, yeah. For example, some white supremacists appropriate ancient Greek, Roman, and Norse imagery to create an aesthetic that supports their narratives, two experts said. They're so afraid. They're so afraid. I guess we, the anime people, are the next ones on the line. The FBI and DHS have direct lines to social media and gaming companies. Joint mechanisms. There is. The January 6ers had code words to bring weapons to the capital, but mysteriously, they did not bring any. Weird that. Strange how that works. Strange how that works. DHS collected text and images from social media. This means the DHS has a meme stash. Ooh, those dangerous memes. INA is the Office of Intelligence and Analysis within the DHS. They lamented they are not able to collect the spicy memes from online video games. Maybe they just want to be shitposters, right? That's wishful thinking. The reason the report references the ADL so much is that they have 3 experts from the ADL. Other organizations are generally represented by a single person. Yep. Jenna Hopkins, Lauren Krapf, and Talia Steinberg. Final note. The report reveals how interested the government is and how they want to expand their incestuous relationship with social media companies. Not surprising. Into gaming as well. They make tenuous links between gaming and extremism, but they only support it with assertions. As per usual. They're scumfucks after all. The worst is yet to come. The report urges the FBI and DHS to improve on their strategies to secretly collect data from games and work with in-gaming companies and social media to root out domestic extremism. The DHS has already agreed to this report and is taking action. Oh hell yeah! Give me Pepe. I like the frogs. They're not gay yet. I love it. And this shit is not only happening in video games, right? Oh, if only things would be easier and fun for all the family, but no. You get that one for free. You get that one for free. Yes, it is also happening. Oh, lo and behold, D&D. It's been happening for a while, but now this is it's just too obvious to me, at least. It is honestly impressive, I have to admit. My hand, it hurts. Jesus Christ. There you go. My daily exercise have been impacted by this. I will have my revenge. Dungeons & Dragons senior game designer is about how series was made by white dudes. Most that much of original material would never pass our inclusivity reviews today. What a strange thing to admit, but thank you for that. Entering what is perhaps one of the most self-aggrandizing and virtue signals in recent history, current D&D senior game designer Jason Tundra has taken to proudly touting the fact that much of the series' original materials, which he condescendingly writes off thanks to having been made by white dudes, would never pass our inclusivity reviews today. Those white dudes are what made the hobby what it is today, so shut the fuck up or piss off. Trying to offer his take on the current state of the popular tabletop RPG franchise while speaking with official D&D content creator Todd Kenreck in promotion of Wizards of the Coast's upcoming series-centric history book, D&D: The Making of Original D&D from the 1970 to 1977. This is just a cash grab and virtue signaling. Do not consume. Following a lengthy summary of the book's contents, as well as his own history with the franchise, Tundra was eventually met by the observation from Kenrick that it is important to know that this is a historical document, so there are things in there at different times we had a inclusivity review of all these materials, what a strange thing to say once again, to which he enthusiastically replied, multiple, so let's take a step back here. Let's clarify. These are materials in original D&D. They will never pass our inclusivity reviews today. Why the fuck do we care about inclusivity reviews? It is a fucking game, dude! What do you mean by this? Then you can understand. The designer proceeded to argue. Like, okay, they're a bunch of war gamers and they're using elements from history. So, when they create a warrior class for D&D, they call it the Fighting Men. Do you name for the fighter class? Because that's what they were used to. They were all men. They were all white dudes from, like, Geneva and the Twin Cities. So you don't only want the fighting men, but also the fighting women and the fighting children too, I guess. Please, this is just playing make-believe with funny math rocks in a basement. It's not that deep, dude. It's not that deep. Reality can be whatever the hell you want. It's just that easy. Yes, you read that right. Don't just dismiss D&D creators Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson as nothing more than ignorant white dudes. They know a bunch about history. What do you mean ignorant? Jesus Christ. Following the stencil, he continued, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of material in this book, and I wouldn't go over all of it. But it will not pass our inclusivity review today. We can change it. It's history. You're changing history all the time. Shut the fuck up. What we can do is acknowledge it and show how far we've come, because that's not D&D anymore. Brand D&D is bullshit. It's trash. I played 5th edition because it's easy, but I think 3rd edition is way more interesting. I don't know about the other ones. I have a look at them. There has been zooming up to max brightness. Then further assured Kenrick, D&D gets more diverse and has a larger audience every day. Yeah, and that's bullshit, because everything new in D&D nowadays is extremely bland, annoying, and no, you're gonna have flaws. So I don't know what to tell you. The more diverse the game becomes, the more people of different genders and ethnic backgrounds and faiths see themselves in the game. You literally create the stories and your characters. What do you mean? What do you mean diverse? It was already diverse. You had to create them by hand. What the hell are you talking about here? I don't understand. I don't understand, but you know, I had to be the fool. Someone has to do it. Then they can make their own versions of the game, and more players start to see themselves represented in the game. You create your goddamn fucking characters, what do you mean? The more diverse the creators get, the more diverse the players become, and that's the way it should be. It was always like this, what do you mean? Shut up! You're a fucking tourist of your own fucking game, I don't get it! So this book is very interesting, so I think... shut up. I think it really highlights how far the audience has come and how the game has changed over the 50 years, he concluded. How it's played, who plays it, and how it's created in many ways. The way that it's created is the part that changed the least, because a huge driver in early D&D was fan creations, and that's still true today. You are dismissing your own point with your own argument! What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Here's Linda that last declaration by Town Dracula proves as a counter to everything he said above. That's what I'm saying. As the Hispanian never barred anyone of any identity from being represented in the game, specifically because its entire existence is based on the fact that the players create their characters and adventures as they see fit. It's just that easy, don't create your fucking character, shut up! Oh, but you know, orcs are black people. You know who black people is in D&D? Humans. You know why? Because they're human. Like every other human, it's just that easy. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Like with all other essential declarations that tabletop RPGs were never inclusive, makes no sense to me. But some individual game masters and story settings may implement some limitations on character creation in order to help us place immersion for a specific campaign, which I really appreciate. Limitations are always good in games, actually. There has never been any official rule in D&D barring players from assigning whatever traits they want to their completely custom characters. Pretty much. you don't get any kind of penalty by playing a woman or a minority. They're still humans, and you know what? D&D 5th edition, very human, one of the strongest classes. Getting a fatal level 1, really good. Really fucking good. Jesus Christ. Furthermore, it should be noted that it was not just Tundra's interviews with Kenrick, which saw unofficial D&D source feign such pearl clutching towards the inclusion of the game's original contents in the making of original D&D. That's for you. That's also for free. I'm dying. Please help. What follows is the book's official description, wherein 3 sentences are dedicated to describing social contents, while a full 6 are used to performatively and excessively assure readers that D&D parent company Wizards of the Coast is in no way, shape or form, that's strange wording to me, endorsing the problematic subject matter contained within. Oh, the white people. But make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. This is not because, oh, only white people can play this. No. It's just because originally we had in Gary Gygax, and what was the other guy's name? I'm so bad with those. They weren't, they were white, and that's bad. Because the quote-unquote company that made the game was not inclusive enough. And that is bad. For them. To me. Makes no goddamn sense, you know? That is the thing that's happening. It is bad because white people made it. This is big racism, which is just interesting in the Earth world today. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, I'm dying here. I'm dying so bad. So I'm gonna go. I need some rest, and I'm dying in real time, and it's not good. But yeah, thank you for coming. I hope you had some fun with my ramblings about this BS. And I will see you soon. I hope I can come back by Monday. I will probably be healthy enough to have some long DQ3 shenanigans. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm getting the hell out of here now. See you soon, and take care. Take better care than I do myself.